Okay, well, I just received the Ontario Rat 7. Great carbon steel blade here. You know, I don't know what's 1095 and what's 1075 anymore put out by Ontario, but I'll be honest with you folks. Any real user out there in the field in a blind test is probably not going to be able to tell you the difference between those two steels anyways. So I really don't care which it is. Either steel will sharpen readily in the bush, especially what these are rock weld at. And, you know, both steels will throw a spark with a piece of, flint. So I just stripped this knife. Obviously, as you can see, it does not come like this. There may be a few little patches here and there. Very, very light coating still left on there. I have a worn down piece of 2000 grit sandpaper that I can get some of the rest off. Some of the harder to reach places, like in the choil here, I might have a little bit still there. So, you know, this is just done with some stripper, a paint stripper in a spray can and a putty knife and a couple coats on each side. Let it sit, and it you know, takes a little bit of time to loosen all that stuff up on the blade. Scrape it off, and then I took it to the sink with a Brillo pad and got the rest off, dried it off, and now, like I said, I'll just touch it up with some sandpaper. I know there's a lot of people out there like me that don't like the coating on their blades. I live in a very wet, cold environment, and I do not have a problem with rust. I don't force any patinas either. Use your blade and it will patina itself. Trappers, hunters, you name it, have been using carbon steel blades for centuries. But if it is something that bothers you, I mean, there is no right or wrong, you know, steel choice there in terms of stainless or high carbon. Go with what you like, but I do not like food prep done with coating on blades, and I also just don't like the debris caught up in it. It does affect the slicing efficiency of the knife as well. And furthermore, I really like the look of a nice finished blade steel, just like you see here. Well, thanks for watching, and I'm sure this is going to be a great knife in the field. Handle seems quite comfortable. Blade seems very advantageous to some heavy camp chores. Heavy woodsman belt knife right here. Ontario Rat 7, all stripped, cleaned up. We'll throw the scales on, and I'll be making a sheath for it at some point in the very near future. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.